Hashtag no music, no intro. We are back. The Saints Block Party podcast coming at you, presented by Precious Works LLC. Ooh. Depends on how you want to look at this. Saints dropped to 1-7 on the season, losing to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Week 8. I believe the final score was 23-3. And as of recording this podcast, and at least for the upcoming week, the New Orleans Saints currently have the number one overall pick, has regained the number one overall pick in the draft. Ooh. Due to the New York Jets getting their first win of the season, and also the Miami Dolphins completely annihilating the Atlanta Falcons today. Big story out of this game, Spencer Rattler was replaced and was benched for Tyler Shough as quarterback. He had 2 more turnovers in this game, one on the first drive where the offense was moving the ball pretty well. He scrambled, fumbled the ball, and then kind of this back-breaking play where the defense had this defensive goal line stand, kept Tampa Bay out from scoring at the 1-yard line. And then 2 plays later, this rollout play, Anthony Nelson, who dominated the Saints offensive line all day, makes this amazing fucking play, pick 6, scores touchdown. So many things to talk about before we get into it. TC, shout out already for the $4.99 super chat.
Thank you, TC.
Team needs a major overhaul, starting with Mickey being shown the door. Otherwise, the 2026 draft would be a waste. That said, keep up the good work, fam. Thank you, TC.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Where you want to start, Wolf? We should start with the big news of the day is Rattler being benched.
I mean, like we said, what that was when Moore said week to week, that was it. That was the notice. That was like that eviction notice or that IRS notice. Start planning, boy. And for him to come into this game, I missed the first part of the game, but like you said, started off the game where he tried to run the ball. He got, fumble was forced, ball knocked out his hand. And I got back, sat down. He's rolling out in the end zone and throws a pass. He didn't get it high enough. Guy knocked it to himself, pick 6. And you could just feel like it's snowballing for him, just snowballing. And It was one of those games, man, where you got to take a seat, bro. You got to take a seat. You know what I'm saying? We all kind of felt it. Yeah,
I tweeted it, bro.
It's time. You can't do this. Especially after following up last week.
The Bears game.
Yeah, you can't do that, man. And you don't have that type of rope or that type of runway. So it was time, bro. It was time. But, it was like, it's a rough situation to put Shough in, too. And the worst thing about it was you could tell, like, the team, offensively, nothing was working. Nothing was working. Nobody was making plays. Everybody was dropping balls, fumbling balls. Oh, I mean,
Shaheed had a fumble when Rattler was still in the game, and it was Juwan Johnson was being typical Juwan Johnson, and I said this on Twitter, and I got blowback from it. From a couple people were like, "Oh, well, you feel like you're being too hard on Kellen Moore." He's the head coach. He's literally the head coach.
Literally.
Where is the criticism supposed to go? I understand it. Like, most of the criticism, a lot of criticism should go on Mickey Loomis and Gail Benson from not firing Mickey Loomis. I get that. But the biggest thing in terms of been on my radar in terms of Kellen Moore is that the team has taken on his personality.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's
Soft.
no, it's a soft team, and there's no identity to the team. Well, that identity of the team is just a soft team. That's the identity. And so, and as our dude Josh is saying in the chat, like I don't like his like in this game, the defense has played outstanding,
Best game of
played
the year.
outstanding. By far their best game of the year. The Bucks had only one. I think they had only one offensive touchdown that they really got in the second half, because one of them was a pick six, and the rest of their points were field goals. Defense played great, but whether it's the play calling, it's the like, it's. And here's something I said in our Zoom is that now what they have this number one overall pick, we'll see if they maintain this number one overall pick. The question is, with this around, this is the team, this is the offense. If you put a Fernando Mendoza, drop for Fernando Mendoza in, drop a Dante Moore in, drop a Lenora Sellers in, are they fixing what's currently going on?
That's been my thing for like weeks now, bro. Just as I've gotten to see what the talent on this team is, it's like, I mean, you might be doing a detriment to even going out and drafting a quarterback early in this next draft. And I get it. Like I get the argument. It's like, look, you picking top one, top two. You gotta strike.
I get it.
Gotta strike while you up there. I get that. Now I somewhat agree with that, but you gotta have like a plan in place, a smart plan, because the worst thing you could do is like it. I mean, you be looking like the Titans right now with Cam Ward, where he just looks lost. He looks lost. He looks talented. He looks like, but
you see flashes
every game. You see a flash, but you also start to see bad habits.
There it is.
And those things start to build up because the team is terrible, you know. And then the coach get fired, so you bring in a new coach, and you got a new OC, so the quarterback got to learn a new offense, and you go into this whole feedback loop of just awfulness, you know. And so, long story short, like, should they draft a quarterback? We don't know. We about to see. Maybe we about to see the Shough experience to see what that is. But it was just, when Shough did finally come in, it was just like see, like it's not even about the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? And that's not saying it's, you know, it's not about Rattler or Shough or who. It's like, this team is bad, man. It's a bad team. It's a bad team, man.
Bro, so we had an emergency pod where I had them at 27th in terms of the teams in the. Bruh. They looking 30, they looking 31, 32-ish right now. Wolf.
For real. And the thing, I guess the most disappointing thing though is Kellen. You weren't being harsh at all, because at this point, middle of the season, you would hope, okay, talent's not great. We get that. But you would want to see, okay, good execution, you know, fight, passion, energy, mistakes not happening. You know what I'm saying? You would like to see, okay, you got a smart team doing smart things, smart plays, executing. But damn, they're just not good enough. They're not big enough. They're not fast enough. Okay, we could forgive that. Like, okay, we're not talented. We know that. But like the things that you can control, you aren't doing. That's when you really have to start looking at coaching. You know what I'm saying? Because the operation just looks off every week. Every week, the operation just looks
off. It looked off against the Bears so much that Moose was like the offense is not settled. Like that, that's a head coaching. Like that comes from the coaching.
And every time you just see the sideline, and look, I'm not at the game, so I don't know. But every time I look at the sideline, Ken just like in his little play sheet, it's like, bro, like, I hate comparing to Sean Payton. But it's like he was our head coach for 16 years. So like, what do you want me? What else you want me to reference?
I get it, bro.
But like, there are times where you see Sean Payton talking to the defense, talking to the offense, watch out for this, look out for that. You're not high pointing that ball. You stop leaving your feet. All kind of stuff where he's like just, coaching. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like coaching doesn't stop while you're at the game. You got to coach in the game too. So it's like, where is that? When your quarterback's struggling, like why aren't you taking the offensive line, quarterback, come here. Okay, look, let's settle down. We're gonna run the ball here. We're gonna do this, that, and the other. Where is that? And maybe it's happening, but I'm just not seeing it because I have
I,
yet to see it. I don't think
uh,
it's happening either.
I don't. Damon Jones, appreciate you with the 4.99 super chat. He
Get the
says if they
mind.
do get the number one overall pick, I'm trading back for more bites of the apple. Here's the thing: is that if they do get the number one overall pick, unless they probably would trade with the Browns, who do have 2 first-round picks in the draft, I think that the next bite of the apple would come in 2027. Like they would probably pick
Yeah,
up a 2027 first-round pick.
which wouldn't be a bad idea, honestly.
Not at all, because there's some you talking about Ryan Williams, who I know is having like a down season for him, but still you talking about Jeremiah Smith next 2027. And like this team is going to need talent. I do want to go back to the Rattler thing because obviously, as a podcast, one thing that we have never really shucked responsibility for is taking accountability. Obviously, we pushed hard for Rattler last year, so we have to take accountability and say, just look, he's not. It's disappointing that after his best game of the season being the Patriots game, he's followed it up with his 2 worst games of the season.
Yep. Yep.
And it is what it is. And we have always, for the 5+ years we've done this podcast, when we have been wrong, we have admitted that. We've been right, we've admitted that. So Rattler is not looking like he is the answer right now. Now, you can make the argument that team is bad. It don't matter. It's not
Don't
looking,
matter, man.
It's not looking good. And I just don't think that at this point, like once you've taken that toothpaste out of the tube, like I think you got to roll with Shough at least for a couple of games, and that the next game that they play is in LA against the Rams. Ooh. And there's gonna be 14 of us there from the podcast.
Enjoy. But look, I mean, you can either go in there scared, like, oh, Shough, or you can go in there like, look, bruh, this is your opportunity. Like, this is what you wanted. You got injured all through your college career. Started one season, full season at Louisville, was able to somehow punch your ticket in the second round. And now, okay, you fought this quarterback battle this offseason. You didn't win it. It went to the guy that was already in place. Now, it's your opportunity, man. You're going against the LA Rams, a good team, a playoff team, and you get to show what you got. Like, take the opportunity and run with it. Nobody's saying you need to go up there and win because nobody's expecting you to win. But go up there and show something, man. Just like Rattler did earlier this year. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Rattler showed. People would give you that grace to, like, man, just show that you belong on the field. Don't show that, that you don't belong or that it's too big for you. So just go out there and show it. And for Rattler, like you said, bro, like, he fought hard, man. He fought hard all through this off season. He did everything right. He took the opportunity. They didn't give it to him. He took it and he grabbed the opportunity to come out there and start early. He looked good, but the thing is, you constantly being compared to your previous performance. So 100%. As you build and stack, you got to get improved. You got to get better. Yes, the team isn't good. Yes, players are letting you down. Yes, you are being asked to be the driving force of the offense, which is completely unfair for a young player. All that's true. But, like, that's just the reality of the situation you're in, man. And so all you could do is take this and, like, I think you got a future. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think you're going to play in this league for a while. Will it be as a starter or not? That's completely up to you. But you got a chance. Like, you can't say they didn't give you opportunity. They gave you a full half a season to go in and take it and run with it. And you just, you got close. You chipped away at the doubt. You chipped away, but you didn't conquer it, So this is how it ends,
Let me catch up on the chat real quick. Roderick said we need to be open for business at the trade deadline. Everybody has a price. The thing is, I think for the most part, everyone does. TC said, and the crazy thing is, no one expects Kellen to be the second coming of Sean. We just hope he wouldn't be the second coming of DA.
Yeah,
I think that's a little harsh, but like, because DA was like Hall of Fame bad. But I do get the concerns, and this is something that's a little weird that he said this at the presser. Our dude Demon Time Slime said, ew. Kellen said that he told Rattler to hang in there. I'm just trying to create a spark. What, bro? What?
let's try to create a spark. Yeah, we're just looking for a spark. I mean, come on, man.
Like you gotta be able to be like have that conversation and be like,
wasn't good enough.
Like,
wasn't good enough. Period. Wasn't good enough, man. And here's what you need to do going forward.
I don't know if I'm pronouncing this correctly. Jai Ellis. I'm not questioning Kellen's offensive mind. I'm simply questioning, is this head coaching / CEO of a business job built for him? I simply don't know, guys. Spoiler alert, it is not.
It's not, man. It's not.
It's not. And to me, if you don't have that aspect of you as a head coach, your coaching, whether that's you're a defensive guru or offensive guru, has to be so great,
right,
that it like overshines if you're not a great CEO. And he's not that.
He's not that.
He's not that. What else? Charles Hall. Oh, our dude Scooter said we saw a QB change, but the same issues persist. It isn't all Rattler's fault. It isn't all Rattler's fault. By 100% get why they had to make that move. I guess this is on the quarterback change in this press conference. Kellen will navigate this thing over the next 48 hours. He said he's not into flip-flopping quarterbacks in the back and forth game, but but has to make a decision at a lot of positions on offense. I don't. Can that be about Juwan Johnson? Like,
I hope so.
Because I'm not even upset or not questioning him changing and going to Shough, because I think it was necessary, especially in how Rattler played this game. But also, like, you have Juwan Johnson having an awful game and an awful season. Like, keep it consistent.
Right.
Put Foster Monroe out there. Put Taysom Hill out there. Jake Stoll's terrible in blocking, but can he catch some passes? Like,
you just got a little tight end off the waivers from the Ravens. I mean, I know he ain't do much of catching, but damn, like at some point there has to be accountability for not playing well, for not doing your job well, for not handling your assignments. There has to be accountability, man. Like, somebody got to take a seat, just like you just did with Rattler. So that needs to go down the line from the quarterback all the way down through the offense and the defense. But, like I said, the defense, they responded this week. They responded after getting embarrassed last week, looking terrible. They came out and they fought every inch, bro. Like, it was very unfortunate for this offense to have a game like this, because the defense really played lights out, bro. Lights out.
They did. We're going to talk more about the defense after this break. So we're going to hear from one of our sponsors and be back right after this break. Yo, what up, Wolf? What are you looking at?
Man, I'm checking out this website. This site is cheeks, bro.
In 2025? How do you have a crappy website? Couldn't be me.
They need to hit up our guy Bijan with Precious Works. Precious Works offers to not only build you a website that's tailored to you and your customers' needs, but also to continue to manage and maintain it so you can focus on your business. Don't have much time? Precious Works is just what you need. No out-of-the-box stuff like Squarespace or Wix. Precious Works will create a site for you. You won't have to worry about plug-in updates, security, or things like that because Precious Works will maintain all of that and be available to you 24/7. Bijan set up Saints Block Party podcast website for us a few years ago and hit it out the park. He also keeps it up to date and helps us anytime we want to add something new like a form or prospect matching tool that we did for the NFL draft. It's like having your own personal developer just a text or a call away. Precious Works has worked with everyone from small businesses to large firms, so no job is too big or too small. If you're in the need of a website or you currently have one, but you want to upgrade it, give Bijan a holler at Precious Works. You can get with him at Bijan at Precious Works, Bijon at precious.works, or go to precious.works for his website. Make sure to tell him Saints Block Party sent you.
We are back. I wanted to give love to a few players on the podcast, not keep it extremely negative. Like we talked about, felt the defense played extremely, extremely well. We've harped a lot on Chase Young. I felt like Chase Young he hasn't played many games of the season, but by far his best game of the season was consistently giving Tristan Wirfs that work. He had 2 sacks. He had a forced fumble and got a fumble recovery that same drive.
Yeah.
They had a goal line stance. They almost had 2 goal line stances in the same game. I felt like Kool-Aid had a really good game, one of his better games of the season. So I really felt that even though Kellen was very like meek in his like response to the Baker things, maybe kind of Brandon Staley behind the scenes was like,
I even saw on the sideline, you could tell Brandon Staley was dialed in. Like he was dialed in. You just saw him a little more animated and up. You know what I'm saying? So that was good to see. Like that was good to see. Like, Brandon Staley, can you go talk to your boss? Like,
bruh, please.
Like, bruh, like what are we doing here? But yeah, like it was good to see the defense just have a backbone, bro. Like we know they're not gonna be great. We know they're not talented, but just play with a backbone. I mean, Baker had 124 yards, bro. 124 yards passing.
Still lost, bro.
The Saints threw the ball 51 times as a unit for 275 yards, 227 yards. 251 passes, Adam. 3.9 yards a carry.
And that was something that it was very weird to me early in the game, like the first drive. Obviously, the Bucs typically has had a very strong run defense. It kind of broke against the Lions last week, but most of the season they've had a very great run defense. 2 running plays on that first drive. AK on 1 running play, I think he went for 8 yards, and then on another play he went, I don't know if it was the same drive or another drive, he went for like 7 yards. I don't know why Kellen abandoned the run so early in this game.
Because the score was close.
Was close.
And like box score scout, it's weird. Like the Saints were 8 of 16 on third down, which was like it's probably one of their better third down stats of the year.
Yeah. They played well on third down this game defensively.
They had more first downs than the Bucs. So like, but then they got 8 penalties, 2 fumbles lost, 2 interceptions. So obviously turnovers negates all of that stuff. But it's just a mess, bro. Just a mess of a team. It's like, what do you hang your head on? Like, what do you go and think like, okay, this is what we're going to go do next week to beat the Rams. We do this well. Let's go do this. Did Alvin Kamara come back in the game? Or was he out?
Don't remember.
I don't even know.
If I was him, I wouldn't have. Regine Lewis said Kellen never said to Rattler to hang in there. Kellen explicitly said it was not good enough. That's what he should have said. And then I've gotten this question has come up like twice in the chat. do y'all think Tyler Shough will finally open up the playbook more now that he's starting the guy he's more comfortable with and drafted? Like this, I think this whole notion that like the playbook was like condensed or wasn't open with Rattler in starting is completely mythical.
Mythical, man. What are we talking about here? Can't take it no more, bro. Like, so what are we saying? So what?
If anything, it would be like the inverse.
Chuck was not ready. He was not ready. So there's no like extra set of plays that he had like for Shuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, just think about the logic of that, man. Think about the logic.
I
Now
do think
there
they
might be
might
plays
use his legs more because he's bigger.
that, and also there might be plays he just might be more successful at that might end up getting called more because he's a different talent than Rattler. Not better or worse, but just different. He's a big, tall quarterback. He has a super live arm. Now, Rattler got a strong arm too, but Shuck, like his repertoire of throws is different.
Yes,
he could spin it, man. Like he could really spin it. You saw just some of the throws today, even though some of it was like it didn't work out. Some of the balls got dropped and stuff, but you could just see some of the throws. Like, man, that ball come live. His whole issue is handling pressure, um, understanding the defense and the offense, and really just not freaking out. Like, because we saw a couple times a day where it's just like things get messy. Like things are going to get messy in this pocket, especially our offensive line. They're going to get messy, and how you handle that. Because he just makes my nerves bad sometimes because he's spinning around. He just like you got to keep your eyes downfield, and you got to just kind of be calm in that situation. And he just kind of gets a little erratic in that situation. So that's what I want to watch for.
You remember the old football follies? Like it kind of feels like the football follies music come on when he start like getting jittery in the pocket. We're like, oh. What was your Aubrey? Are you okay? What was your impression of Shough coming in today and just what you saw of him?
Like I said, I thought his arm was live. I thought he looked when he had time. I thought he looked comfortable. When he knew where he was going, whatever play call they had, Kellen. One thing he's been good about like all year is like defining that first read.
Yes,
Did it for Rattler. It was like, boom, this is where you're going with the ball. If it's not there, check down. So he was doing that. He was boom, hit that back foot, ball out. When he does that, it looks good. It looks good. Like what the player does when the ball gets there. I know there was like two passes where it went like he hit the DB on the back. These happen. It was just like what I was saying with Rattler. Like these inaccurate balls are going to happen sometimes. Like you want them to be consistent though. But it looks good, man. Like I was happy just to see him like just manage the offense. He looked like he was in control. But like you said, man, at that point of the game, then it got late. Defenses wasn't even like blitzing anymore. It was just like, look, let's just hurry up and close this game out. So I'm so fascinated to see, okay, if he gets the starting job next week, and if he does, I just want to see him get the full game plan, get the week of preparation, and just see how he does with it, bro. Like, like this, it's time to find out. Like, are we gonna go and get Fernando Mendoza or Lenore Sellers or Dante Moore or something like that next year? Or are you gonna do something good enough to where the Saints will be like, man, shoot,
right.
we like what we got right here. Even if they don't think you like quarterback of the future, if you show that you could just be like, man, this guy is a good starter. I could start with him. I just need to get more of this, that, and the other. Boy, like that's huge, which is, a bridge quarterback is what they viewed you as in the beginning. So if you could prove that you could be at least a bridge quarterback,
yep,
go out and do it, bro.
I feel like we got to talk about, because this was on my timeline a lot. Saints wide receivers. Chris Olave,
Oh,
Rashid Shaheed.
Lord. Lord.
So much great talk around them. Yeah. Bruh, I don't know, Wolf. I don't know.
I don't know either, bro. You know, sometimes I'm like, man, Chris Olave, it's a good wide receiver. Okay, wide receiver one, no. Good wide receiver, man. Belongs on the team. Pay him and let's roll. Then, he disappoints you a lot, bro. Disappoints you a lot, and I just worry about his toughness. Not saying it's not tough. I don't want to use that word. But we had a good conversation with our boy Jake on a Discord like a week or two ago. Just trying to understand the psychology of dealing with concussions and the underlying trauma, because it is trauma. When
Yes.
you literally can't remember what happened and you're in the fencing motion and stuff like that. So I just noticed, like, man, it's like there's like a wince with Olave sometimes, especially when he's catching the ball in traffic. It's kind of like, and it's not something you can control. Probably in his mind, he's like, I'm a dog. I'm gonna go ahead and get the ball. I'm here. I'm not worrying about getting hit. But in the moment,
Right.
it's kind of like a couple of years ago. Me and Bree was driving on the interstate. It was raining, and we
Oh
went to
man.
hydroplaning,
I
literally doing
remember.
360s. Yeah, I remember I told you about it. Doing 360s on the interstate. I mean, I thought I was gonna die, bro. I was like, wow, this is how I'm gonna die. Because we almost went over the embankment. Thank God it didn't happen. Didn't get hit by a car, nothing. Like, thank God. But anyway, still to this day, when I'm driving in the rain, I there's a little fear in the back of my neck. It's just like I hold on to the steering wheel just a little tighter. And if I'm driving and I'm speeding in the rain and the car just kind of wiggles just a little bit, I'm like, it's just like a little fear that pops up. And you wonder if somebody like Chris Olave, with what he's dealt with, if it's some kind of little trauma that's still there, like a PTSD or something that's still there. That is psychology. I mean, what I know, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to know.
Right.
We can't get inside the play. But I worry about that with him. And with Shaheed, is like, can you really, like, is he really in your plans for the future? You know, with this offense? Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here, man?
It's tough. It's tough. It's
But on the flip
it's
side, it's like we ain't got nothing else.
nothing else, bro.
We got shit else, bro.
Like the first drive, it was like Rattler hit Vele on the third down. Great pass. Like
Oh,
great.
really?
It was a slant too. It was like
Hmm.
third and 9, 3rd and 8. I don't remember what it was. Great slant route. I did feel like Vele got more snaps this game overall.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that there needs to be more of that, because both of them are just highly disappointing, especially this season.
That's
Highly
the word.
disappointing.
Disappointing,
Highly
bro.
disappointing.
And I don't even know where to go with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that the offense? Is that just who they are as players? Because we've seen them shine before, you know. But I don't know. Like, I don't know how much you invest in the future with them too. I don't know.
We're going to take our last break of the show. We'll be back right after our break.
Football season is in full swing, and Underdog is the best place to get in on the action. Playing on Underdog is easy. Just pick whether your favorite players will go higher or lower on stats like rushing yards, receptions, touchdowns, and more. This week, I'm looking at Saints versus Bucks and selecting Chris Olave for higher than 50 yards and Baker Mayfield for lower than 3 touchdowns. Download the app today. Sign up with promo code BLOCKPARTY to score $100 in bonus funds or bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code BLOCKPARTY. Underdog. Make picks, win money.
Must be 18 plus, 19 plus in Alabama and Nebraska, 19 plus in Colorado for some games, 21 plus in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. In New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
We are back. Shout out to our dude, Damon Jones. He went to 199 super chat. He says, give me Chris Bell. Woo! Give me.
Give me.
Need it. Jai Ellis, the Saints versus the Titans is going to be a movie straight to Tubi. But speaking of that, you have, so the Saints play the Titans, the Saints play the Dolphins, and the Saints play the Jets. Those three games are going to be so crucial in terms of dictating how this top 5, top 3 of the draft is going to shake up and shake out.
And also, like, what would be the strategies for the team once it gets to that point in the season? Will the Jets be like, okay, let's wrap it up. Let's try to get that number 1 overall pick. We want a quarterback, or will they be like, man, I need some wins? Like, I don't know. Miami, will they fire the head coach by then? You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows? Like, we just don't know where the teams will be at this point. I'm interested just to see where the Saints go from here, bro. Like obviously Kellen not getting let go this year, but like you said, bro, like they win one game all year. One, maybe 2. Let's say 2. You telling me Mickey Loomis' job is safe? Mickey Loomis' job is safe after what you've shown in your drafts, and you give me a 2-win season?
Draft, self-scouting, free agency, just all of it, bruh. And again, like I said this earlier, it becomes bigger than it's bigger than Mickey. Like it's a Gail Benson problem. It's a Gail Benson problem.
Gail Benson. Like, are you paying attention? Are you paying attention? So it's like, even if her feeling was like, oh, I don't like this Kellen guy, who hired him? Who hired him? Who set up the environment to where no coaches didn't even want to come to your team? Where you couldn't even have like a real good coaching search. You had to pretty much go with like, I can only take who's willing to come. Like
five head coaching candidates told you no.
No. Think about that. So, and that starts with Mickey. Well, it starts with you, but like you could nip that in the bud with Mickey. So that's what it comes down to for me, man. But obviously that's not going to happen. So I'm interested to see if Kellen can find whatever it is that can show us something. Like we've compared us to the the early Lions with Dan Campbell and stuff like that. How you was able to see it and stuff like that. I'm still waiting to see it, bro.
We saw it in like the first couple of games, right? Like them being in games that they weren't supposed to be in, and then it just is completely plummeted. Now, it's completely plummeted all around. Shout out to Justin Cash with a $2 super chat.
Thank you, Just.
Need FBI to investigate Loomis, please. Where's Pablo?
Please. Where's Pablo at? Come on, man. Check Loomis. Greg Benzel.
Pete Tamel just put a tweet out. LSU just called a team meeting for tonight.
Ooh.
So this is like, so Brian Kelly can probably get fired tonight, but you telling me like Mickey, that Teflon, bruh? Mickey, that Teflon.
$53 million buyout.
Right,
$53 million.
There is a 98% chance that after next week, this team is going to be 1-8. 1-8, Wolf. And then they play the Panthers after the Rams. And if Bryce Young is back, I don't
Is
know,
the
bro.
Panthers game in Carolina or is it at home?
I think it's in Carolina. Hold on. It is, it's in Carolina. In Carolina.
And Saints been bad on the road, boy. I mean, they've been bad everywhere, but they've been extra bad on the road. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't.
Brian Kelly's already fired, apparently.
Oh, okay. It's good to see some organizations, and I hate to be like that already with Kellen Moore, like fire Kellen Moore. Like we halfway through the first season. I hate to be like that, but and he got served a shitty bowl. Like not many people's gonna have much success with this team. Like it's just a bad team. Now he had some part in playing how this team was somewhat built this offseason, but I'm gonna give him a little grace to at least learn from it. But it's like you said, bro. I think you put it perfectly on the podcast with Jordan Rodriguez. Go check that out if you hadn't. Like our Matt Rule, Carolina.
Because
it just feels like that, bro.
Even in the first year with Dave Canales with the Panthers, you saw glimpses. Like the Panthers weren't a great team, but you saw glimpses where Dave Canales was like, damn, like he kind of coaching. Like he coaching. I just
when they had benched Bryce that first time and got Andy in there, it was like, oh, he can coach. You know what I'm saying? And then Bryce came back and it was like, oh, okay.
Oh,
now we cooking. Kellen still needs that moment. You know what I'm saying? He had a little sprinkle of it early in the season. It was like, oh, okay, he got Rattler out here looking like a serviceable quarterback. Okay, that's nice. Okay, now where's the next level here? Like you got to level it up, bro. You know what I'm saying?
We shall see, bro. It just I mean, things are already dark, but
dark.
you go into the bye 1-9,
bruh. Then you start trading players and all that. Man, listen.
Appreciate Justin Cash again with another $2 super chat. Save us, Todd Graves or Tillman Fertitta.
Please.
I need something, bro. Need something. Anyhow,
Shough era has begun, I think.
Shough era, we think the Shough era has begun, and at least whether it goes well or not, at least they can start assessing and evaluating Shough comparatively to the quarterbacks in this upcoming draft class. Because it's a huge thing in terms of the future of the team. Hopefully Shough play, like you said, Shough plays so well that they're going to end up with the top 3 picks. Spoiler alert. But hopefully they play so well where that top 3 pick doesn't need to be on a quarterback. But if he doesn't, at least you know that, at least you have the answer to that question. And
exactly.
With Shough potentially starting, you now potentially will have the answer whether it's yes or no or not. But we will be back this upcoming week previewing, Saints, Rams, in LA. We appreciate everyone who joined us on this recap pod. We got 55 concurrent viewers. and almost 250 views off the recap already. So much love to y'all. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We will be back on Wednesday for the preview pod. And who knows, we might have to do an emergency pod if there's any trades that happen between now and November 4th. But if so, we will do that. With that, we are out.
Peace.